Okay, so today we're going to be discussing similar triangle applications. And there are no pictures that come with it. Close the Chromebooks. A tree that's 24 feet tall is casting a shadow that is 12 feet long. So instead of drawing a picture, I'm going to draw a line, and this is going to be my tree. And it is 24 feet tall. It's casting a shadow that is 12 feet long. For all intensive purposes, I guess we're assuming that this is a 90-degree angle. Clear? Brad is 6 feet tall. How long is Brad's shadow? So this is Brad, and he's 6 feet tall. And we want to know how long is his shadow. And so this is supposed to represent similar scenarios. Do you see it? So we can just do corresponding parts on this one. So for example, this one corresponds to that one. And this one corresponds to this one. So now that you know who goes with who, you just match them up and write a, so you say 24 over 6 equals 12 over, shall we call it x? And then you cross multiply. All right, so what y'all get for x? 3 what? All right, so now we have two triangles, EFG and QRS, that are similar. Anybody want to share, or you want to stop making noise? What's going on? Thank you. Triangles EFG and QRS are similar. The length of EFG are these. The length of the smallest side of QRS is 280. What is the length of the longest side of QRS? So I'm going to draw two triangles. Right? EFG clockwise, QRS clockwise as well. The length of the sides of EFG are, since they're not specific, we're just going to go like that. And then, what information do they give you about QRS? Say it again? The smallest side is 280. And the smallest size will be which one? SI? SRY? Because this is the smallest one right here, 112. So it's going to match up with this one. So this one is 280. And what do they want you to find? And the longest side of QRS. And how do we know which one's the longest side? Louder? GE is 144, so SQ is the longest side here? Correct. All right. So now you just do corresponding parts. 144 corresponds to the X, and the 112 corresponds to the 280. The test is tomorrow, so if you have any questions, you have to speak up. So far we're just doing corresponding parts. Clear? We're starting off with the easier concepts. We're not using any of the particular theorems that we learned about in similarity. All right, number 3. It says a 40-foot flagpole is casting a 25-foot shadow. Find a shadow that is cast by a nearby building that's 200 feet tall. Now, this problem reminds you of which one, number 1 or number 2? Number 1. Yeah. Go for it. With the drawing and everything. So on the test, you're going to have to come up with your own drawing. Are we clear? So I'm going to be looking for 2 boxes. One that has the proportion that you wrote, and then your answer that you got, so that I can find it easy without having to skim all over the place. So that way I'll just be looking for 2 boxes, okay? We are going to pretend that you're taking a test. Please don't leave it blank. I'm going to shut this down for a moment to give you that minute, okay? All right, so how do we know who's going to go with who? Well, the easy one is going to be this. The girl is going to correspond to the lamppost. The girl's shadow is going to correspond to whom? Huh? The girl's shadow is going to correspond to? Louder. Everybody wrote a proportion, but nobody wants to share my... The total of 90 plus 360? Beautiful. Which is how much? 90 plus 360. All right, if you cannot see it, let me split it up. This is the girl. The girl is 160. Her shadow is 90. This is the lamppost. Lamppost we don't know, but we know that its full shadow is 450. Is that better? All right, so where did you start? What's your first number here? 90 over 450. Okay, that works. 160 over x. Okay, wonderful. All right, so I hope you all were able to get it correct. The setup. If your setup is wrong, your answer is going to be wrong, okay? So the trick here is knowing that you have to combine those to get the shadow of your lamppost. We're going to come back and finish this. We're going to work on the setups. Are we clear? Yes? All right, the next one. Start a drawing for the next one.